and daughter banner, got a show beyond compare. Stories about the mundane, but they light them up so bright. Laughing, shouting, teasing as they take us through the night. It's the boring life, the boring life they say. But nothing's dull when Dean and Hailey's on display. From Disney trips to quirks to all the things they do. The boring life ain't boring when they bring it all to you. Dean's got a joke, Hailey rolls her fiery eyes, but deep down inside you know she laughs at his tries. Making fun of each other, yes, they're special art. A family full of sarcasm and a seriously big heart. Oh yeah, it's the boring life they say.
You ready?
Things dull when Dean and Hailey's on
Yeah.
display.
Good.
Every Sunday evening they're lighting up your view. The boring life ain't boring when they bringing it all to you.
Boom. Fader worked that time. How awesome is that? How you doing, Hailey?
I'm good.
You are?
Yes.
Well, Swizzle Sticks is just going to jump right out of it and say, congratulations on your graduation.
Thank you.
How do you feel? How do you feel? Now that it's over. Well, you know what? We'll get to that in a little bit. What a week, right?
Sure. You said happy birthday.
I know. Your graduation just trumps the birthday, But here, slide over just a little bit so you can frame this a little bit more. There you go. Jiggle it in. All right. There you go. All right. So this was a big week. There will be a video. I believe it or not, I filmed the video. There will be a video I'm going to edit later this week. We are in a different location in the house. More stuff to see. This is Hailey's desk, by the way, behind us. And if you didn't know, she's a big Kiss fan. And then this was her Christmas present. She's learning how to sew. You're doing pretty good at it, right?
I guess.
All right, if you got it.
I guess. I don't know.
Well, do you enjoy doing it?
Yeah.
Do you like having that skill set in your pocket to be like, yeah, I can do that. I'll just make it myself.
Yeah, I made a dress. I wore it.
Pirate pillow.
I did make a pillow.
Oh, there we go. See? Made a pirate pillow. So you got a Cricut, you got a sewing machine. There's a 3D printer making a bunch of noise over there right now. You could learn how to do that. Do you think that would be fun? I mean, are you going to... dude, pull the plug out of your butt.
I'm tired.
On. We're all tired, man. It's been a long week.
Yeah. I just cooked. I just meal prepped. And I'm doing laundry.
I did my laundry. I got up, did my laundry. It's done. I just got to fold it, bro.
Okay. And...
So, come on. A little activity here. If I'd have known you were going to be a dud, I would have just said, let's skip the show tonight and I'll go sit and watch cartoons.
You're not watching cartoons. You're about to watch a movie.
I am, but Hit Monkey was looking really good.
I don't know what that is.
That was literally the monkey movie where I said,
that's what it was called?
Yeah, it's called Hit Monkey.
It was kind of stupid. The monkey was like vomiting in his mouth and he was eating it. You didn't see that part.
I've seen that part. I've seen that show before.
You seen the show?
Yeah.
Why are we watching it?
No, it just auto-played after I got done watching Predator.
Oh.
It automatically switched to that. Because the new Predator is out on Hulu. Ooh, very good.
Yeah, I saw that last night.
That's pretty good.
I'm trying to watch Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen.
Like the original?
Yeah, there's only one.
I didn't know if they did a remake or anything.
No. There was a clip of it on TikTok, and I was like, oh, I should rewatch that.
My mom loves to sew.
Singers are good machines. They'll last you forever.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Up at 5:30 mowing the yard. I mean, Yeah, you have to be up at 5:30 to mow the yard, because if you try to do it anytime other than that,
Is there someone there?
Yeah.
Oh.
she's slunk.
Oh, what the heck? That was so creepy.
She's sneaking so no one can see her.
There was okay.
I don't
Oh,
know.
I guess you could have seen her.
Yeah,
Whatever.
right up here in the top
Yeah.
corner by the Star Wars Mickey poster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this week, graduation, Thursday and Friday. Me, you,
Mom.
parents, mom. Oh yeah, mom. Forgot about her.
There were 6 of us.
There was 6 of us. We got in the car and we drove out to Orlando, where we hopped on the Bright Line. Here's the funny part. So yesterday, oh my God, I can't think of his name. Came up from Miami. He goes, "You took the train?" He goes, "Why didn't you just drive? It was only a 5.5 hour drive." I was like, "Let it go, man. Just let it go. I just do what I'm told." We took the train.
Yeah.
How do you like the train?
I like the train.
The train? Yeah, I wish the train
I-
came all the way to here.
Yeah. I just wish they would recline a little bit more.
Yeah, so you could go to sleep.
Well, okay. I would be fine if they didn't recline. I just don't like the head things. If they didn't have head things, it would be much better.
Because they go up so high?
Like the block things.
Oh, I don't
like
know.
it comes around.
Right.
I don't like that.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't like to sleep straight up.
Okay.
I like to sleep.
To your side.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so it's just like I don't like them.
I mean, I didn't even lean back. I wish the table either came towards you
It's so short.
or the thing slid forward. The
Yeah.
table?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had the little thing out, but then I couldn't get my laptop far
Yeah.
enough because it was wiggling.
Yeah.
It was it's like, do you guys not know how to design a proper desk? I mean, don't get me wrong. It was better than an airplane. Way more room than an airplane.
Yeah. It's just convenient. It's way better than a car. And
Well,
you can get up and walk and
Yeah.
order food and go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, it's
And
also
sleep
way
and watch
easier
TV.
with the parties involved to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
You know, because their drive would have been like
7 hours.
Yeah, that would have just been ridiculous. So
Yeah. And Papa wouldn't have been able to drive that.
no, this was way easier. All right, so we get to Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
And we rent a car, rent a van.
I got a passenger van. Well, a minivan, I guess.
Yeah.
Are they the same things?
No.
Passenger vans are like 15.
Yeah, they're bigger.
Okay, well, I rented a minivan.
What kind of minivan did we end up with?
It was supposed to be a Pacifica.
I know,
but
which I like, Pacifica.
We ended up getting a Kia Carnival. A new Kia Carnival.
Carnival.
Which I thought was better than... I like that car.
It was nice. I mean,
The seats, the third row, very roomy.
Yeah, because we always take the third row.
Yes. Very roomy. My knees weren't hitting the seat.
It helps if there was 2 shorter people in front of us.
No, I think it would have been roomy either way.
Okay.
Like if Papa was sitting in the back, I think it would have had plenty of room.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
It looks like it's nothing from here.
What?
The snow globe.
Oh, yeah.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, and it had USB-C plugs and air control. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. So then it was off to the hotel, and then we were instructed that we needed to eat dinner.
Yes.
Ain't dinner at 9:00.
I don't think any of us were.
No, we were all pretty much like, yeah, okay, sounds good.
So I picked Miller's Ale House because I really like the chicken sandwich.
The fire chicken sandwich.
Big Red. That's what they call her.
Yeah.
Big Red.
Yeah. You didn't do so good on it this time.
I think I have obtained acid reflux or something where actually I don't really know what it is. I'm going to the doctors, not because of this. I have a checkup soon I'm going to ask them about this because when I eat stuff, it feels like it's getting stuck in my throat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to eat and it's uncomfortable, and I like burp a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And I think spicy foods like make it worse too.
That's a good possibility. I mean, spicy foods tend to do that.
Yeah. So I don't. Usually Tums helps, so we had to make an emergency stop at the CVS.
We made a run to the border.
I got some Tums and a snack for graduation.
For the actual graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was going to be hungry.
So then we dropped everyone off back at the hotel, and you and I snuck out
Yeah.
and went over to see where the ceremony was going to be the next day, so that when we woke up in the morning and everyone asked, where's it at? How do we get there? Where do we park? What do we do?
I
were like,
also think it helped
"God,
ease
this-
my stomach.
Yeah? Took away some of the anxiety?
Probably.
Oh, no, I totally understand that. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because we got to see
Because
where
I
we
knew
were
they
gonna
were all
be.
going to be asking and I wouldn't know. And yeah, of course, we could just follow the crowd, but that
Nobody
seems
wants to
too
do
difficult.
that. Yeah. So we went over and scoped everything out.
Yeah, we took a picture in front of the statue. We honestly drove around the whole campus. That was pretty cool. Because I went there in 2016.
Right.
Looks way different. Honestly, had no idea what was happening. I only recognized 2 places.
They've done a lot of
Yeah.
improvements to it.
Yeah.
So the funny part is that they obviously have a huge online school. And so this was the first time you've been to that campus.
Well, they also have a lot of satellite campuses.
They do have a lot of satellite campuses.
So
So because there's a satellite campus right here.
yeah. And their satellite campuses are equally as nice.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of crazy.
I think it's funny when they were saying not for profit, but it's totally for profit. I don't know. I don't even know. Anyways, so we scoped it out, and then there was a Wawa's next to our Holiday Inn. We slept at a Holiday Inn Express, and yes,
It was pretty nice.
it was really nice.
They had a lot of stuff.
I like Holiday Inn Express. Their beds are always the best.
Yeah, I fell asleep really fast.
Yeah, I know.
Well, and they have so many amenities, I feel. They
Yeah.
had a pool.
Yes.
They had free breakfast. They had a little food shop. They had all like shampoo and stuff. And even there was a little sign. There was 2 little signs. One that in the bathroom that said, if you forgot anything, like toothpaste, toothbrush, or anything, they had it complimentary at the
really?
like downstairs. And then in the like kitchen area,
Yeah.
we had disposable and reusable like silverware, plates, bowls.
Oh, we did? I didn't even notice.
Pan if you need it.
Oh, fantastic.
It was by the microwave. Very
Ah,
nice.
Vera
Thank
says,
you.
congratulations, Hailey.
Thank you.
Whoa. And Mimi says, it was awesome. Yes, beds were awesome.
Our view out the
Saw that.
window
Of the Waffle House.
was the Waffle House.
Yeah. Gorgeous view.
I would have gone to the Waffle House, but no one else wanted to go to the Waffle House.
Thank goodness.
It's so good.
No, it's not. It's good at 3 o'clock in the morning when there's nothing else and you're starving.
Yeah, and it's good entertainment.
It is good entertainment. I don't know if I needed any more entertainment.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we went to Wawa because it was right next door.
Yes.
And we helped ourselves to some milkshakes.
Yes.
Never done that before. We wanted to see all the hype about the Wawa food. And it lived up to the hype.
It did taste fantastic. I don't know if it was the salad or that milkshake, or it wasn't a milkshake. It was a smoothie.
It was a milkshake.
Was it a milkshake?
Yeah.
Oh, I felt like it was a smoothie.
Oh, yours might have been.
I think
I
mine
don't
was
know.
a smoothie. Either way, I did not do well that night.
He had pina colada.
Yes.
And I had chocolate cookies and cream.
Yes, and now that song will be stuck in your head for the rest of the night because I do like pina coladas.
Yeah.
I do not like getting caught in the rain.
I was worried it was going to mess up my stomach.
It did mine. So your worrying took care of it.
Yeah.
It's all your fault.
Yeah. But anyways, we went up. We drank our milkshakes downstairs. And then we went up. We got showers. I think I sat on the bed for like 10 minutes and I was out. if it's not crispy waffle, really a waffle or just a shaped pancake.
Now you're getting like crazy.
I mean,
on us,
I
and
definitely think it's a pancake with like a waffle imprint.
They were fun. I had a great time. I had a great
Um,
time. I really did.
but yeah, I fell asleep really fast. I was gone.
Yeah. Well,
It
the room was a
The
nice
room
box.
was like
It was so
30
nice.
degrees, and the bed was like pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
And I had the adequate amount of pillows to suit my needs.
Oh, thank God. And then we got up at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, you didn't even have to wake me up. I woke myself up.
Well, I hope not, because this was your day, not mine.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying.
And as expected,
Mom was
she got up. She was
before you.
Well, I got up, and then her alarm went off, and she actually jumped out of bed really fast because she beat me into the bathroom, which is very unusual.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with myself. I was kind of
Well,
lost.
I was confused because I thought she was still in bed and you were out there, but the bathroom light was on, so I was like, "What's going on?" And then,
Yeah.
so I opened it thinking there was no one in there, and she was, "Hi, good morning." I was like,
Yeah, because the door was
"Is this
just
like an
closed.
alternate
Yeah,
universe?"
it was. It totally was.
What's happening?
Yeah, it was very, very peculiar.
She had to do her hair, so she needed the adequate amount of
Yeah, I
time.
did my hair.
I also had to do my hair, which was a nightmare, but
You guys both managed to get it done. It was fantastic.
yeah, I had time to spare.
And of course, the parents were all up and
Oh my
downstairs and
God,
ready to
they
go.
had like breakfast and everything.
Yes, they were prepared.
They were like, "Do you want this bagel?" And I was like,
Nope.
"No,
No
absolutely
food.
not.
No, we gotta sit and stand.
Us people with IBS don't do food."
Not in the morning. And there's responsibilities we had.
So me and Dad didn't eat, and we went on our merry way.
Yes. Got there with plenty of time. Got good seats. You went off on your own. Just waved bye.
So weird, bro.
Bye. And you kept going, "When do I put on my robe? When do I put on my robe?" It's like, put on your damn robe. It's so hot. It's so hot.
Well,
Oh my
because
God.
it was really hot, and it's polyester.
Oh no, they're useless. I mean, it'd be great in a
And
snowstorm.
there was a picture you got of me. I think it was just a practice photo,
Okay.
but I liked it. Hold on, let me find it.
Okay.
It was of me walking away, like walking into the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
No.
about?
I
Oh.
took a lot of pictures. We were
Oh,
Fujiing
this
that.
one.
Oh, yes.
It's like kind of blurry, but
No,
like candid.
So what happened was.
I'll show you.
So what happened was because the room was
Here,
so
this is
cold,
better. Oh, the lens fogged up.
the lens fogged up as soon as I took the lens cap off,
Oh,
and I was like, "Oh, what the hell?"
well, I liked it. I thought it was
figured
cool.
you would. It's kind of dreamy.
Yeah.
You know, people pay a lot of money for that filter. Was it over 100?
100 degrees.
don't
It felt
know.
like it.
So
Dude.
Fort Lauderdale is obviously much lower in the state,
It was awful.
and they do get hotter there, and it's right on the coast on the Atlantic side, so they're equally. I don't even know. The humidity almost felt worse.
Dude, it was dreadful.
Yeah, it was
But-
it was definitely hot. But every place we went had kicking air conditioning.
Dude,
so.
yeah. How did I say that?
I don't
Well, anyway, so there was a long line to get in for you guys.
Yeah.
It looked like, but of course I just walked in VIP status. Following, not knowing anything, just following all the other people.
Right.
Alone. It was so awkward. And so then we had
Congratulations again, says Mr. Mike Rios.
Thank you. We had to walk up like 2 flights of stairs, and all these girls were wearing like stilettos. It was 100 on Friday. Was it? I'm guessing yours was outside. Oh
Yes.
God. Anyways, we had to walk up this flight of stairs into like this big gymnasium.
Yeah.
That was uncomfortable for me because I didn't know anyone, and a lot of people like knew each other because there's what are called cohorts. I didn't have a cohort because I was online. So a cohort, of course I had a cohort.
Yeah.
That's just like, it's like a group of like 30 students, and
Right.
you go to all the same classes throughout the year. So
Oh.
you stay with them your whole,
Oh, that's neat.
yeah. So a lot of people knew each other, but then there was like a few that didn't because we were online. So we were just like awkwardly
wretched.
standing like on the outside like of the,
So it's like a high school dance. All
yeah.
the cool kids were in the
pretty
middle of the floor
much.
dancing, and
There
you're
was I,
There's someone who asked me to dance.
there were like 4 girls against the wall I was standing on, just like with like 3 feet in between each of us.
So you're
I'm
like
like,
on a
oh
men's
my
urinal?
God. I'm like, we look so stupid. So I finally was like, I need to pee. I'm too uncomfortable standing here, so I'll go hide in a bathroom stall. So that was literally the worst experience of my life. Going to the bathroom in that stupid regalia because it was long. I had a dress on, and also the arm sleeves have these weird like things hanging on them.
You could hang, like you could put stuff
Yeah.
in them.
And then I also had the thing hanging from my back.
Yeah.
So I was
Your
just
shark
like,
fin?
it wasn't a shark
I know.
fin.
That was the best
Anyways,
thing though when she said that.
It just was like, who said that?
Mimi.
She said that?
Yeah, she goes, "Is that supposed to be a shark fin?"
I didn't hear
And
that.
oh no, you promptly. Oh yes, you did because you probably said no. You were on
Oh,
autopilot
I
at
don't
that
know.
point, I'm sure.
Was this in the morning?
Yeah, when you were putting it all on and we were trying to
I
straighten
don't
out,
know.
and right
I
before you
don't
put
know.
the safety pin
I
on.
just wanted space.
I know you did.
Anyways,
Okay, she wanted so much space. Her and I, of course, were walking in front of everyone, like we often do. And we walked past the flower thing, and immediately she says to me, "Tell them all not to get me flowers." And I said, "Don't worry, they're not going to get you. Tell them now. Text them. Text mom right now and tell her to tell everyone not to get me flowers." I'm pulling out my phone. I'm going, "Yes,
That
boss."
sounds so ungrateful. I'm so sorry, but I just like, I don't want them to waste their money on something that's gonna die, and then I'd have to carry it. And I know that sounds rude, but like, save your money, please.
Just give me the 20.
Just like buy me a cake or something.
Give me the 20.
Sure. I don't know. I like that sounds so rude, but I'm just trying to help.
All right, so hold on. Chris says, "Dean, I fell asleep listening to the live show last night, and I started tripping balls when the audio was looping. Woke up in a panic."
Okay.
Sounds good. Buy her a car audio. She's got so much car audio, it hurts.
Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so it was like utterly impossible to go to the bathroom in this thing.
I mean, I think it's hilarious. I just like the
I
whole.
literally said to him, I said I might have gotten pee on this. I don't even know because it just was like so awkward, and I was like trying to hold everything and whatever. And then there was like 20 girls in the bathroom, and I'm like, I just need to wash my hands, guys. I don't care what I look like. Can you just move out of the way? And
Oh, there was some stucco going on in that bathroom.
dude, they need powder. Like their faces were so shiny. I feel bad. Anyways, I could just get one for my friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Hashtag authentic.
Anyways, so that was awkward. And then they were like, all right, we had 15, maybe 20 minutes. And they were like, all right, everyone, you guys need to line up single file behind your sign. And I'm like, okay, why do we need to do this? And then we just stood there for 20 minutes.
Hurry up and wait.
I'm like, okay. And then finally they were like, all right, it's time. Like, okay. Oh, so we had to fill out a card that had our name on it. And then we had to phonetically spell our name so that the people like saying the names could say it right. And apparently, even though we're upper class
college graduates, masters and doctorates,
yes,
no one could figure out how to.
No one knew how to phonetically spell their name, so that was kind of funny to like listen to those conversations.
Well, I thought it was funny because you sent it to me.
And I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, and I'm reading. I'm going, no, this is perfect.
Yeah, but you had to give me a hard time.
Of course, I had to give you a hard time. I mean, that's what I do. All right, so you're getting ready to come out to catch up what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
You left us, and immediately the security stopped us at the metal detectors. And they're like, all right, we're just going to wait here until the line moves because the line had been filling up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay. So then they let all of those people go and go up the stairs and mull around. And then they let us through. And, of course, Mimi and Pop up and wanted to go up the elevator, which made total sense. And Grammy's like, I'm going up the stairs. Some of you have seen my mom on the show before. She's a dwarf, midget, small, obnoxious little. Anyways, and so she takes her gingerly time going up the stairs, and then we get into the thing, and of course there's more stairs to get up into the balcony, and we get a nice seat, and then they finally join us. And of course, where did they go?
Who said that?
I don't remember.
Oh.
And they're like, they're right there. They're right there. We got the seats. So that was fun. And so then we sat there and we listened to the band. There was
It
orchestra.
was an orchestra.
There was an orchestra there that was fantastic. The only complaint I had was they were miking the orchestra because obviously they were recording it, or they were capturing live streaming it so you could hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And the audio guys were doing a terrible job of rebroadcasting it, and the speakers
Your text was funny.
The speakers were clipping or distorting, and I'm just like, oh, how are we listening? It was just killing me. It was so bad.
Me and Dad were texting back and forth, so I looked like I was talking to someone.
You were
I looked like I was doing something, because I didn't want to just stand there and look weird. Not that anyone would care, but I was just
scrolling. Just kind of is no fun.
Yeah, so I was talking to Dad.
Yeah. And of course I was giving you good comments, I was having a good time.
Yeah. Finally they were like, all right, let's go. And then we had to walk back down the stairs, and the girls were like, oh my God, this is so hard.
There was a lot of club work shoes going on there.
And so finally, it was kind of nice because they told us before we went down, they were like, all right, there's 18 seats to a row, so you may not be able to sit with your friends. So
Well, you never said that you found somebody.
Well, that's irrelevant. I'm saying this because when we got there, the girl in the white shirt, that was like...
Yeah, the white shirt.
Yeah, she was counting, and she got to the person in front of me and said 18.
Right.
I was like, oh my God, yes. That means I get an aisle seat.
Yes.
And so she was like, hold on 1 second. I was like, don't you worry. I'll hold as long as you need. So she was like, okay, go ahead. So I got to sit in the aisle, which was really nice because I didn't know anyone, and I got the whole aisle to myself. And it was a great seat.
It was a great seat.
I could see everything. I could put my head out. It was cool.
You could see us.
Yeah, I could see them. They could see me.
Well, okay, that's a funny one.
What?
But did you like the description I gave of where we were sitting? So it'd be easy to find.
Yeah, you said second level right on the right.
Well, in the middle.
Rows, yeah.
Yeah, from the
5 rows up.
Yeah.
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 And then I said that I was coming in.
Right.
Well, I didn't realize that. Oh, they were coming in both sides of the
Yes.
Okay, so did I help you?
Yeah, because you said you were on the left of stage.
Yeah. Okay.
So we knew you were coming, and they were all, and Mom was very excited about that.
Yes. Excited about what?
The fact that you're coming on that side of the stage.
Oh,
she see you come in.
Yeah. So, anyways, the only downfall was that I went. So they had people going this to get their diplomas this way, and I was going this way. So I didn't get to you didn't get to see me really.
That's okay.
Which was kind of annoying, but it's fine. But yeah, I got to sit on the aisle.
We wouldn't have been able to see anyways because we were up too high. We couldn't even see that.
Oh, well, I sat on the aisle. I got a great seat. They could see me, and this was the good part about the aisle. So all the graduates came down that aisle to go up to the stage. So I got to see everyone's shoes that they were wearing. And I enjoyed that because a lot of them I was like, what the heck are they wearing?
Some freaks.
And I was gonna take pictures of them, but I was like, that's creepy. So I was like, don't do that.
Because you were gonna send them to me.
Yes, because a lot of the girls, they paid some big money and got red bottoms, which if you don't know what those are Christian Louis Vuittons. And this one girl,
or spray paint.
Yeah, sure. This one girl, she was wearing her red bottoms, and she was short, but they looked so freaking painful. They were probably 6-inch heels. Oh, God. And they were they were skinnier than a pencil. Oh, and she could not walk in them. I felt so bad, but she was doing it. And there was probably 3 other girls after her with shorter red bottoms, but Still couldn't walk. There was a girl who's really tall. She was wearing royal blue tights with a royal blue 6-inch like platform heels.
Yeah, those are crazy.
And I was like, okay, girl.
I can see
And
those too.
and like me, I was sitting next to her name is Rachel. She was in my internship class, and I just kept talking. I was like, oh my god, look at her shoes. Oh my god, look at those. But it was
So it gave you something to do.
yeah. But
Other than
apparently,
texting.
every time I was looking at the shoes, Grandma and Mimi thought I was looking at them. And
Yes.
so they were like waving.
Oh, Mimi kept doing this.
And I was like, I didn't know that.
Finally, your mom goes, and I text you,
Yeah.
will you wave to these people?
Oh yeah, you did. And I was like,
and
okay.
your mom goes, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm waving to her. She goes, she's not looking at you.
My neck would hurt if I was looking at them the whole time.
Oh yeah, because we were slightly.
They were like,
yeah. We were like right there.
Yeah.
Which was crazy.
But yeah, I was looking at all the shoes and also thinking, dang, I'm really hungry. When am I gonna get to eat this snack? But I was like, I'm not gonna eat the snack until after I go up because I don't know. What if I like choke or something? I don't know. What if it gets stuck in my teeth and I take the picture and I have like, I don't know. I just felt like it would be safe to wait. Oh yeah, there was also this girl in like looked like a wedding dress. I don't even know.
Oh yeah,
so she had her gown on and
Yeah.
then like underneath it there was like
a train.
It was like what's that? Like
Peacock.
No, it was all white and it was just like pleated fabric. Yeah, a pleated train. And I was like, what the heck is she wearing?
Lace.
But it was pleated.
Yes. Either
and
way.
I was like, what the heck? So then after we left, I saw her again and she had her gown open. The whole top. So for her bust down, it was like a low high dress, which you guys probably have no idea what that is. And
Totally
like a train.
Yeah.
And then her above.
Boobs.
Yeah. Above her bust was like white roses. Her whole top was white roses. And I was like,
sounds like a southern wedding dress.
Oh my god. I'm like, whatever. You look. She felt confident. I know she did, and she loved herself in that dress.
Oh, I'm not saying she didn't. Why
yes,
would I'm not picking on her for it.
No, I'm not either.
Just describing it.
I just don't know why you would choose that for your graduation.
I don't
dress.
either. Unless she had a wedding to go to afterwards.
I don't know. And so anyways, I went up, I got my name called. So on one side it was the dean of the college, and then on the other side was the dean of our college of psychology. So I met the new dean, President Moon, and he had a long speech that he said to me.
This guy was straight out of Harry Potter.
He was so cool. He was really nice.
I'm not saying he was, but I'm just saying.
I thought his speech was pretty good too.
He was okay. So the two dudes, him and the I don't know, CEO of the college.
Yeah.
The president of the college.
President Moon.
The shorter guy.
Yeah, with the green hat.
Yeah,
there was the green hat president, and then the big guy. That was funny.
The funny guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other guy, not the funny guy. The
president.
Yeah, his speech was fantastic. Like I think he had it memorized.
Are we talking about the same guy?
No, I'm talking about.
Okay, let me get a picture.
I'm not talking about the heavy set guy that shook your hand at the end. I'm talking about the guy that got up and said,
Not this guy. Or not this guy.
Not that guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
so the President Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy.
Yes. The guy that looked like
I shook his hand.
Yeah, he looked like your dude from Up.
Carl.
He looks like
Carl.
Yes, he looked like Carl from Up.
Okay.
I think he memorized his speech.
Oh, he probably did. He's brand new.
Because
they just inducted him.
He never looked down.
No, he had monitors.
Did they have where did they have teleprompters? I don't remember seeing teleprompters.
They had the presidential teleprompters.
Oh, I didn't even see him.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
But he would like barely look at them.
Yeah, his speech was I was like, damn, this guy's on point. Because she was terrible.
So they had our like speaker, because every college has like a guest speaker.
Yeah.
She was awful. I can't even remember what she was, but I don't know. She tried to be funny, and she was like, I wanted to use ChatGPT to make this speech.
PPP?
Yeah, she was like, I wanted to use GBD. And I was like, GBD? Oh, and she goes, but I didn't use ChatGPT. because it was terrible.
I think she needed
So I
to
chose
use
something
GOD.
better. I chose from the heart. And I looked up and I was like, I was like, what the heck?
Dude, I know if I would have been sitting next to you, we would have had a blast with that.
I literally, I
As
think
soon
I
as
like,
she said that, I looked at you and I go,
I laughed and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I shouldn't have laughed. That was rude. But I was like,
I laughed.
what?
It's okay.
There's nothing that can be done to make graduation stop boring. I didn't really think ours was boring. The only part that was boring was her.
Yes, she was
Because
the worst.
I could not stop yawning. I was yawning and I was
Me
like,
too.
oh my God, I need to stop.
So,
And then the two guys,
so the President Moon,
yeah,
his speech was good.
yeah,
And it was delivered really well, very
Yes.
articulated. And then who was the other guy?
I don't know what he was. Oh,
Either way,
hold
the
on.
Harry Potter guy.
Let me look it up. I
Um,
have the commencement.
his speech was kind of off the cuff and
It was
funny.
good, though. I like it.
Yeah, no, he knew how to work the
And
audience.
he started.
And he's a psychology major, so
Yeah,
that would be why.
He started the he kicked us off.
Yeah,
per
and he
se.
did a very good job.
Yeah. Okay. Presiding officer. Executive vice president, maybe?
I don't know.
Because we had the.
Dude, who knows? Okay.
Because it wasn't the grand marshals.
No.
I think it was the executive vice president and chief academic officer.
I don't know. All I know is he was good. He let the jokes. He carried the crowd.
Yeah, his name is Ronald.
Yeah, he was good at what he did. And he was also he was also a psychology major, so he knew how to work the crowd. He was a professional. It was his was good. Hers was miserable. Haley got more time.
I'm on
for
break
soccer
right now.
Yeah.
So I'm taking
off.
a pickleball.
Yes, they're doing a pickleball league.
Whoa, Jesus.
Yeah, just hit as much.
Sorry.
As that was an earthquake.
Bro, the freaking thing gave out on me.
So what did the guy say to you?
Bro, I have no idea what he said to me.
Because he talked. Because even Fernando was like, "What's he saying to her?"
I don't know. And I just know he said congratulations. I don't know what he said. Maybe like you have a lot going for you, something like that. I don't know. It was very nice, but I also like blacked out because I was like, all
It's your
right,
fever
I
dream.
need to get up the stairs. I need to shake this guy's hand who I don't like. And then I was like, I'm not going to be the idiot that keeps walking because there's supposed to be a picture.
Yes. Oh god, that was hilarious.
Yes, because every freaking person that walked up shook the hand and then kept walking, and like the person they were shaking had to like turn them to like get the picture. And I was like, I'm not going to be that idiot.
Yeah.
And then I
Lots of those.
had to grab because everyone kept forgetting to grab the paper that they gave us. And I was like, I'm not messing this up. I'm not going to look stupid on national television.
So that part of the graduation, like you can only listen to so many names.
There was a lot of names.
There was a lot of names. There's like 600 people at this graduation.
So it was two colleges. It was the College of Psychology and the College of Business and Entrepreneurship.
Yeah. So from that point of view, or from that part of it, there was a lot of just, let's see what's going on Facebook.
Yeah. Dude, they really sucked us out at this graduation because so they first started with the College of Psychology, the doctorate program, and they started hooding all them.
Those were business, I thought.
No, that was psychology.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought that was business.
No, so all of the people on the left side were psychology, and then all the people on the right side were business.
Okay.
So they started with the doctors of psychology, and then we were like, okay, we're up next. The Masters of Psychology. And they were like, all right, we're going to do the College of Business. And I was like, 1,000 kids in my head.
Wow.
That's a lot of kids.
That's a lot of
so
kids.
They did psychology, then they did all the business, and then they were like, all right, come back to you guys. I'm like, okay. Yeah. But
Mimi was trying to figure out when you were going to go. It was funny.
Yeah, because they did like back to
There was a lot of math going on up in the stands.
I don't know. They kind of killed it though. Like the
it all worked out.
Like two girls running it.
Yeah.
But and we all ended up back in our seat somehow. So it kind of just all worked out. And then I was like, all right, I went up. So I I wore a fanny pack underneath my gown. So I pulled my fanny pack, unzipped my thing, grabbed my little granola bar. I had a Cliff Bar for myself. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited to eat this. And my friend was like, oh, you were being serious. And I was like,
Did you ever some?
no,
Oh.
because it was like warm. Because
Oh.
I had been like,
Yeah.
so I was like, she might think that's weird. But I was like, I never play with snacks. Like, I don't mess around. And she was like, I thought you were joking. And I was like, no, I'm hungry. She was like, oh, okay. I was just eating my snacks.
So then they end it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a couple more speeches and a pat yourself on the back moment
Mhm.
by the guy from Harry Potter, and that was cool. And it was over. And at that point, I had to go to the bathroom very bad,
Mhm.
and so and Mimi had to go, so we both took off for the bathroom. And when I came out, they were playing Star Wars.
Oh yeah, so the orchestra took over and it started, and I was like, oh my god, is this SpongeBob? Because, bro, I'm telling you, hold on. I think you need to hear what I'm talking about.
Okay.
With Chime, I get paid 2 days early with no
I mean,
fees.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Okay, football
Hold on.
fans, put your hands together for the McNeely
Just wait.
Brothers.
Okay.
These are sparkly looking fish.
Maybe we're near one of those toxic waste dumps.
This is what it sounded like.
it's just
And so I was like, are they playing SpongeBob? And then it went into Star Wars, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And so then I was walking out next to this girl, and she was like, bro, this is so awesome. And I was like, I know, Star Wars, who would have known? She was like, I can't wait to tell people they played Star Wars at my graduation. She's like, we're not graduates, we're freaking Jedis now. And I was like, yeah. She goes, all we need is lightsabers. That would be awesome. And I was like, she's like, screw fins up, let's get lightsabers. And I was like, yeah, that would be pretty cool. But so that was cool.
So do you think it was funny? Because I was over at the other end of the stadium,
Yeah, and somehow I saw you.
and somehow you saw me.
Yeah, well, I was looking through your pictures because I like smiled, you know. In this pictures, it made me laugh, like looking at it, because everyone is like exiting, and like, okay, you probably can't see this, but if you scroll in,
Yeah.
my face is the only one looking, and so it's like a sea of like caps, and then if you zoom in, there's just like my face. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
Now, were you looking for me because they were playing Star Wars, or just because you're like, where did
I
you
think
guys go?
so. No, yeah, I was like, oh, he left, and he can't even hear that they're playing Star Wars right now.
Right.
But you were there.
Yeah.
And then we had this long walk to get outside.
But you still beat us out because we had a longer walk to get outside.
Yeah. And so I was like, great, this is gonna be annoying. So I found one patch of grass, and I said, all right, I'm standing in this grass to the right of the exit.
So
To the left of the exit.
So I'm trying to get out, and I got
Mhm.
Grammy with me, and she's in front of me. And I go, just walk out to the exit. Don't stop. Simple instructions. You know how many times I had to jerk her and keep her going forward because
Why?
dude, anytime anybody wanted to slow down, turn, stop, I think Pop was in front of us, and like he stopped to wait for Jolene, so she
Yeah.
thought that I said, and I grab her and I put her forward. I said, keep moving, and then like she's like doing, you know, like, oh look, a speck on the wall, and I'm like, woman, forward. And I said, we get to the door and I go, turn left. She's in the grass. And then she's looking everywhere but on the grass. And I go, she's right in front of you. Just standing there. Oh, there she is. And then immediately, can you give me some pictures? What, can you send me all the pictures you just
My
took?
God. So anyways, then they said hi, yada yada. Then we walked over and we took some pictures. And then I was like, all right, guys, you can head back to the car.
Entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you guys go to the car. Because they were like, it's so hot. I'm like, all right, bye.
So we had to take pictures.
Yeah,
So
that's the
we-
whole point of this thing is to
We
take
had
pictures.
a plan to take pictures, and Grammy's like, "I'm coming with you,"
No,
and we're like, "No, you're not. You're gonna
why
stay."
not?
Because we're going to speed walk through the crowd to the place where we want to take some pictures.
To get
And,
this over with,
yeah,
since
we're
everyone
not-
wants to leave.
Yeah, we're not waiting for you, man.
Yeah,
Because she has very short legs,
and she just wants to look at everything.
yeah, and then she wants to touch and feel and hold and
Yeah, but so
God bless her, but it would have just been a nightmare.
yeah, so Dad and I took pictures, and then we went back up to the car to drop something off because we went to the shop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We bought some.
So we went to the
Swag.
back to the car, and I was
Swag.
like, I need to go. We wanted to go to the sign, like the front entrance. So we were
She's
like,
got a video that she wants to do, so we
Yeah.
had to film part of it while we're there, and then in
yeah,
the next couple weeks we have to go
yeah.
on a school journey. At least the kids are out of school, so it won't be awkward. That'll be on the
No,
weekend.
well, we went that one time we went to take pictures there. That was fun. We had the whole campus to ourselves.
Yeah, you know.
Anyways, so yeah, we shared our location because we walked. Me and Dad were like, by the time you guys get out of this garage, it'll be stupid. So we just walked, got there, started taking pictures, and then they came and met us.
And we got lunch.
Yeah, we went to
Twin Peaks,
we
baby.
went to Twin Peaks, which that kind of worked out because who the heck would want to go there after their graduation?
Nobody.
So there was no wait.
BLT.
Yeah, Dad got a BLT. I wish I would have got a full. I got a turkey avocado smash sandwich. So good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Looked good.
Yeah, I wish I got half
The avocado
salad.
was really good.
Yeah, the guacamole.
Yeah, the
that was
guac
so
very
good.
good.
It was better
And
than the queso.
Nobody was eating it.
No, everyone was eating the queso.
I know. I'm like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
eat the guacamole. Yeah, I killed the guacamole.
Yeah. But yeah, I got half salad, half sandwich, and I was like, dang, could have gone for the whole sandwich. But
Then it
it's
was
fine.
then it was back to the train station.
Yeah, I was like, I need to get out of this uniform.
Dress. It was a dress. It's not
Whatever.
a uniform.
It's basically a uniform. I need to get out. I was sweaty. I was so hot. I was uncomfortable. I just wanted to be comfortable and eat. So I went and I changed in the back of the minivan. That was pretty difficult.
Yeah. And I stood guard out by the
Yeah.
sign because I was on the phone.
But we ate. Then we headed back we dropped off the car. We headed back to the train.
Avis is conveniently located right next to the Bright Line train station. So if you're ever traveling to Fort Lauderdale and need a rental car, Avis is the place.
Yeah. It was pretty convenient.
It was extremely convenient.
Yeah. And there's a gas station conveniently outside the Bright Line too, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Speaking of queso, I got carne asada fries and they use cheese whiz. Gross.
Where did you get them? That's sick.
That is not good.
But we waited for the train. It was a good 3-hour ride.
I got a ton done on my laptop.
I
took a
happened
nappy
to
too?
fall asleep. I don't know how. I wasn't tired, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh my God.
It all hit.
And then my AirPod fell out of my ear, and I woke up. I don't think it's reputable anymore. And then I fell back asleep, and I was like, all right, we're here. And then we drove home.
That was it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to get a shower.
I know. That's fantastic. You did such a great job.
What?
Well, as you called it, it was a fever dream, man. Like it just came and went.
Well, yeah,
and-
because it was like less than 48 hours, it felt like.
yeah, it was.
I think I did a pretty good job of planning everything.
You did a fantastic job of planning everything. I mean, in my mind, everything went off without a hitch. I just walked on, handed out my credit card, and
I feel like the train times, the hotel,
train times were perfect.
yeah,
Had just enough time.
yeah,
We weren't panicking to get anywhere.
yeah.
You know,
Didn't have to wait too long.
no, the hotel was close and convenient. And yeah, I mean, everything went great. I mean, it was, you know, our seats were good. Where you were sitting were good. It was just worked out really well.
Yeah.
You know, that's. the
I
only
said we need the
graduation-
closest seats to the door.
Oh, on the train.
Yeah. because they don't know how they work.
Trains don't play around, man.
No.
You got 2 minutes. Get on and off. We're leaving.
But
Yeah, they literally said this is a 2-minute stop.
yeah.
You're like,
And
whoa.
I didn't really know. Yeah, sure. I didn't really know where the car rental place
You're
was,
so mean. Right.
but we like came around the wall and it was right there. And I was like, oh, okay, it's more convenient than I thought.
Well, yeah, because I asked you to look at the map when you booked
Well,
it.
I did, and it was close, but I didn't realize it was like that close.
12 kids in my graduating class. Jesus.
That's kind of nice.
I
Probably
was-
like 30-minute ceremony.
I was gonna say, oh, here's all your stuff.
Yeah.
Take luck.
Yeah, but now I have to. So this guy, and we had a group chat for like those graduating this weekend, and this guy was like, when do you think we're getting the pictures we took at graduation?
Mhm.
I'm like, probably not till next year. Like, he probably thought they were getting them at the end of the day. I'm like,
Well, yeah, I mean, Disney, you
They're
get them
gonna-
in like
they're
5
gonna
minutes
take
after
a
you
bit.
take them.
well, yeah, but that's like a system you have to scan. That these people, you take the picture,
I was
You have-
joking. Yeah.
you have your name on a card with all your information, and then you have to take the picture, and then you have to say your name again into a microphone. I'm like, this is gonna take a while. I can just tell. And then they had 2 graduations that day. So
Well, you know what? Next Sunday is Hailey.
next Sunday,
Yeah.
you're skipping my birthday.
When is your birthday?
You're all about yourself.
Yes. No shit.
As I just spoke this whole time about myself.
I know. That's why it's funny.
It's Father's Day, I'm aware.
Yeah. What day is your birthday?
It's Friday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
Oh, that is awfully convenient.
Why?
Well, because Friday's family day. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that'll be good.
Do you have plans for my
No.
cake yet?
No, I have no plans for your cake.
I look forward to this day every year just for my cookie cake, bro.
Well,
It's the only thing I like to
being a weird
celebrate.
kid in a small school means 100% treat you like the weird.
True.
It happens. I mean, you can be the weird kid in any school, and they're not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But yeah, it's Father's Day, guys. Just so you know.
doesn't mean anything.
We're going to have a Lego day.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, we did that last year, and it was actually pretty good. It was really fun.
Had a good time.
Yeah. So we're going to do it again.
Yeah. Maybe we should take Papa Joe out Saturday night.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, good call. High five. Hey, you know what that means? I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna go. That's the show. That's the show. That's Hailey's graduation recap show. As if you were there. Like,
If you want to see what the you can go look at
Conversation to the memories they spin. They'll crack you up, they'll warm your heart, you'll always tune them in.
I could. Go follow us on Boring Life Instagram.
put some pictures up. And that's it. That's all we got time for tonight, guys. You go forth in there. Have a spectacular week. Hailey's birthday is Friday, so
What is that?
get more.
Exactly.
And wish her a happy birthday.
Please don't.
That's it. That's all we got.
Bye.